Oh yeah. My Hero Academia Season 2 Episode 10 review. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening guys, welcome to my channel. We had to have an epic intro. Alright, first of all, the My Hero Academia OST. So beautiful, so beautiful. Alright, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening guys, welcome to ChrisIsTalkin. This is your weekly Boku no Hero Academia anime review, or My Hero Academia anime review. This is for episode 10. Hype, absolute hype. Literally, there's nothing bad I can say about this episode. This episode just showed how amazing this series is, and I love how Studio Bones illustrated this whole sequence as well. Now this episode was around a chapter and a half. It focused exactly on what we wanted, which was Todoroki versus Midorya Izuku. And because a lot of you guys who watched the series, you know what, this is a bit too epic. Let me turn the shit down. Sorry about that, guys. But because most people who watch this series, they're anime only watchers, so they don't actually know what's going on in the manga. For them, this must have just come as a shocking surprise, especially as wondering when Izuku fights, like, he's been destroying his limbs, and this was the first time that we saw him actually use his fingertips. Well, we did see him use it when he was in that trance several episodes back, and then like basically he ended up pushing the force forward and snapping out of it. But this was the first time that we'd actually seen him use his fingers properly, apart from like flicking it in a fighting kind of sequence. And I loved this because I had totally forgotten how he even fought Todoroki, because we've basically been shown how hype and OP Todoroki is throughout the series, but then we've also been shown how the determination of Midorya Izuku to get the job done. Now, not only did this episode have such a hype fighting and everything, which actually must have been a third. I'll say a third of this was actually fighting. Most of this wasn't even fighting. There was so much going on, from characterization for was it Todoroki, and showing his backstory with his mum, and then showing his drive and how much hate that he has against Endeavor, but yet how Endeavor kind of has respect for him, and Endeavor even kind of like was on his side, was rooting for him during the fight, which is also kind of weird because the rest of the heroes was like, what the hell? But it also shows just how messed up Todoroki's family is, from his mother to his father, and then how they raised him, and how all this time he's been holding back the fireside to not be anything like his father. But then Midorya Izuku has been basically showing him throughout the series that you are your own person, that even though the quirks come from both your mum and your dad, the quirk is yours, and it's up to you how you use it. You basically decide who you are. And I feel like this is one of the great things about Midorya Izuku, which shows that he can be a hero, and this episode really focused on that, as well as showing the strength and just how strong their relationship, the friendship is between Todoroki and Midorya Izuku, especially as they weren't really friends, they were only classmates. But yet Izuku went out of his way to make Todoroki be one, to just have faith in himself and believe in himself, instead of believing in his parents or his quirks with his parents, or doing things for his parents' sake. So once again, I love that. This shows a lot of strength and characterization from Midorya Izuku, because now that we know, alright, first of all, it's not just that he knows how to fight or that he's a pussy. He really wants to give people that faith and that hope as well, which this was shown in front of everyone as well. So apart from that great piece of writing from Midorya Izuku and Todoroki, let's just talk about what we want to talk about, and that was that fucking fight scene. Oh my god. Literally, the second it was like fight, it showed a quick little flashback, and then it went into the major fight. Izuku's like, Todoroki's gonna come at me straight away, and he's literally, there is gonna be no openings. BAM! Straight away, he flicked his finger. I was like, oh my god. He ran out of his fingers, and then he ended up using the fingers on the other side, and I was like, oh. Then he used his fucking arm, and I was like, what the hell? Then he ended up reusing his fingers, the broken fingers, he reused again. And one of my favourite scenes ever was when he had to use his thumb, and he was like, oh fuck it, I have no way to flick this. BAM! Hype. Now, I don't know if this is a review or a reaction, but this is just fucking a discussion video about how hype this episode was. Now, like, it didn't really progress in story-wise, in the sense of yeah, it didn't really progress in the story-wise of how much further it went, but I guess it progressed in the sense of now the fight between Todoroki and Midorya Izuku is done, and Izuku lost. So for you anime-only watchers, this must have been like a what the hell? But for me, I knew this was happening because I'm a manga reader, and for you guys who do follow me, weekly, you do know, some of you will know that I do my Boku Academia manga reviews, which come out every Thursday on the same day as One Piece as well, so do check that out, throwing a little plug there. But hype. Oh, what else happened? So not only did that happen, yeah, and then it was like once Todoroki used his flame side, it's not like if the ice side wasn't strong enough. It's not like if Todoroki was some weakling pussy with just his ice side. No. We've shown over and over again how OP Todoroki was with his ice side. But then Izuku's like, did you really think that you were going to win this by only using half your power whilst everyone else here is giving their all? And I feel like Izuku showing, like, using his broken fingers again and going plus ultra, going above and beyond, was to show Todoroki, look, you're not going to be able to do this if you go half your power, if you stop being such a pussy and holding back your fire side. When if you want to be a hero, well, he kind of reminded Todoroki why he's doing this, that the fact that he wasn't doing this for his parents or anything, that Todoroki actually wanted to be a hero as well. So I really, really like that, and it shows the connection between the two. And so that the fight scene, that fucking epic fight scene. Once Todoroki turned on his flame side, you see his arm all covered in flame, and then the other side's got the ice, and then he fucking uses the ice to push forward to kind of attack Izuku. Izuku puts his one for all power in his leg, ends up pushing up in the sky, just jumping, then putting the one for all in his arm and going straight for Todoroki. Todoroki ends up fucking using the fire side to blast his head way forward. That's like Kamehameha kind of shit. I was like, ah! Literally, I rewound that bit so many times. I was with my best friend yesterday, so we watched it, like, literally, we watched that same clip over and over and over again. One of my friends as well, who also was like, Chris, you have to do a review, was like, this episode was emotional. So Lewis, obviously, I said I was gonna, you asked me to put you in this video, I said your name, boy. But yeah, literally, Lewis, I agree with you. This episode was emotional, totally emotional. The characterization, the friendship, the plot development, it's not just the characterization with Izuku with that. It's the sense of, now that we know that he's able to actually fight against other people who are really strong. This shows what are people like Bakugo thinking. You know, imagine Bakugo just sitting on the side. So this is what I was thinking when I read the manga as well as watching this episode, was, what is Bakugo thinking right now? He hasn't seen Izuku go all out. No one's seen Izuku go all out. And this fight here showed that Izuku really knows how to fight. And the more he levels up, his potential is like through the roof. It's through the roof. So Bakugo must be like, what the actual hell? So emotional. I fully loved this episode. I don't know, I have nothing bad to say. What was your favorite part of this episode? What part of this episode made you go ah, and like, or rewind it, or who did you want to win? For you anime onlys as well, for anime onlys, who did you really want to win? I knew who was going to win, so I'm not gonna pretend that I didn't know, but like, I wanted Izuku to win. I'm not gonna lie, when I read the manga, I really wanted him to win, but then I liked the fact that he didn't win, because that would have been an extremely obvious way for the story to go. And I feel like Izuku, they've shown that, yeah, he's strong and yeah, he's got All Might's ability, but he doesn't have that level of skill or experience that some of the other classmates have. So I'm really glad that the mangaka of this story of this manga and anime didn't just make it so obvious that Izuku was going to win when there are people who have way more experience. So Todoroki, Bakugo, Ida, a whole bunch of other people. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that, because I was fucking waffling and kind of fanboying about this whole series, but I am super fucking pumped. 10 out of 10. Easily the best episode of My Hero Academia of season 2. One of the best episodes of My Hero Academia period. And personally, one of my favorite episodes of the Shonen series 2017. If you guys can beat it, or you know of another series which has a better fight scene or which was as epic as this, an overall episode, then do let me know. That's my review reaction, or God knows what the fuck this was. But yeah, if you enjoyed my videos, do subscribe, give me a like if you agree with my content. or let me know your thoughts and join in the conversation down below in the discussion box. Have a great day, guys. Otaku Chris is talking. Peace. Oh, also subscribe, because I'm going to be recording a Dragon Ball Super review. I'm just going to my friend's house now, and I'm going to do a review for that. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. Peace.